Okay, so today we are going to discuss padlocks. Padlocks have been around for a long time. We sell a lot of padlocks in our shop. We sell a lot of them out in the field with our technicians when they're doing jobs. Padlocks started way back since the ancient Egypt and Babylon, thousands of years ago, and in the 1920s, Master Lock came out with the first laminated steel padlock. There are many different types of padlocks that come in all shapes and sizes and different lengths and different materials that they're made of. And so on. So we'll go ahead and break it down for you, show you the different types, give you just a little breakdown on how they work and what to look for when you're selecting a padlock, and then hopefully this video helps you find the lock you're looking for. Okay, so let's get into the different types of padlocks. Fortunately, I have some boards here to show me, because if I didn't have these, I'd kind of just be holding up locks and just talking about them. So fortunately, my suppliers have supplied me with these. We actually have some ABIS ones coming in. If you notice, all these boards are either Master Lock or American Lock, but ABIS is another brand we carry right here. It's another German company, actually, padlock company. So ABIS, Master Lock, and American Lock are our go-to. That's our top. Those are the three padlocks we pretty much sell. Other than that, we don't really sell any other padlocks. So as you can see, I'll just go a little bit board by board here. You have combination padlocks. Some of you remember this from high school, right? It has a set combination. You can't change the combination. Very easy to break into, but they do the job at school usually. So there's a fixed combination padlock. You have resettable combination padlocks where you can change to a 4-digit code, a 4-digit number, or some of these even have 4-letter words that you can spell with it. So they have numbers and they have letters. They also have where you can engrave your name on it if you want your logo on it. They can make that for you too. Then we have some the normal type of padlocks here by Master Lock. This is all Master Lock up top right here. So we got combinations. You have a set combination, fixed combination, and resettable combination. And then you have laminated steel padlocks right here. Remember, if I told you the 1920s was the first padlock was created by, well, the first modern padlock was created by Master Lock, and it was a laminated steel like this. It's, you know, a bunch of steel plates stuck on top of each other. Anyway, so laminated steel, good for, you know, general use, high traffic applications, gates, cabinets, equipment. And if you're gonna go, if you want more quality or higher quality, you can go to a stainless steel padlock here. It also has the boron carbide shackle, which is 50% harder than hardened steel. So the shackle is the top part of the lock here. So you have the body and the shackle. And the shackles can come in different lengths, and they're made of different metals and different materials. So here you have a hardened steel. It says hardened on the shackle of the padlock. And then this one, he says boron carbide. It's 50% stronger, like I said. It's also, some of them are coated in chrome too, to keep rust from happening on the shackles. So laminated steel, next step up. Stainless steel, better for outdoor, corrosive, caustic environments. And then you have heavy duty steel over here. And they also have like a plastic, rubber and plastic around the outside of them, just made to get beat up, hit on, and tossed around. So those are weather tough, resistant. They have thermoplastic cover shields on them, and they're hardened. The bodies of them are heavy steel body. So you got some for outdoors weather, some for you know, your basic everyday padlock, commercial or residential, light duty. Then a little higher commercial stainless steel with the boron carbide shackles. And then we have Master Lock. To continue with Master Lock over here, Master Lock and American Lock have some variety of key controlled padlocks. And it's basically, it's a restricted key. So sometimes we'll have a customer come in, they'll be like, can you make this key? And we'll have to call and research and find out it's a restricted key. So the good thing about that is someone can't just come in and make a copy of your padlock key. But it is a little bit of a pain, because if we've never seen that key before, we got to make a bunch of phone calls, track it down. And then usually if they sign a letter saying, yes, we're allowed to make those keys for them, they'll transfer authority to us to do it. And then we can make keys for them for those padlocks. So if you're worried about people making copies or not being able to keep track of your keys or trust people with them, you might want to go with a key controlled padlock. So then we have a couple American Lock padlocks here, just a different brand, but you know, solid steel body right here. And then you have some different varieties here: stainless steel, solid brass, solid aluminum, weather built, padlock protection, rubber coated. You also have some padlocks here. You notice that the shackle is protected, right? So it's like a shroud is what it's called. So it protects the shackle from a cut attack or a grinder or things like that. So Here's one right here. So you see in the back, this protects the shackle from someone cutting it. If it's locked on, it's very hard to get at it and attack it. So in some of them, this is a modular one, which means you can take the core out, rekey it, pop it in. There's modular, and then there's integrated padlocks. The integrated means the core is built in and you can't take it out. This is a modular one, and the modular ones you can take out and rekey. We can rekey some padlocks to your house keys. We can rekey it to a high security key if you need it, or a restricted key. We can get the shackle lengths right here in different types of lengths, 2 inches, 1.5 inches, or 4 inches, or whatever length you need on the shackles for hard to get areas. I know most of you have probably seen the discus locks like this on your storage units. These are protected all the way up to the edge. These are kind of hard to get off too. If you can't pick it and you have to drill it, and then if you fail at both of those and we need to get in there, we try to cut it, and it's a pain in the butt to cut. These are hardened steel too, so, but those are very popular. Also, recently, in the last couple of years, there's also electronic Bluetooth padlocks. So right here are 2 master locks padlocks. They work with your cell phone, so your cell phone could open them. They also have like a D-pad, almost like a video game, where you can go up or down and then left and right, and the center button. So you can say, hey, I want it to use your phone, or I want you to have a code, and I want your code to be up, down, left, right, VA, select start. Anyway, you can do different patterns on there, and they activate these with your phones. So they also have a digital one, electronic padlocks now. So as the times change, more advancements come, we get cooler items like that. I think I covered most of them. We have some little portable storage keys. They're kind of like a padlock, but not really. They just kind of loop around your knob, set a combination, stick a key in there, keep it hidden. On the shackles, and this is the shackle, just to remind you, we talked about it, that there was boron alloy, hardened steel, boron carbide, and there's molybdenum steel alloy, which is like the best, supposedly. It's hard to pronounce that. But those are going to be much higher end padlocks, so we don't have any of that on here. But if you have any other questions on padlocks, feel free to ask a question in the comments. Padlocks have been around for a long time, and we'll keep getting new different styles and new features. And we actually just got a new one coming out soon that has a discus like this, but it has a rekeyable core. We've never seen one of those before. So a discus like this, where you can take out and key, 10 of them to the same key, and put them on the doors and use all the same key. Real quick, I'm going to reach over here to show you also the Bolt products. I forgot about these. Bolt makes all these products right here, and these are where your car key works the device. So you can key this padlock up to the same key that starts your car. You put it in here, you turn it all the way, now it's keyed to your car key, and there's a padlock that can work off your car key. So that's some newer technology also. And one more thing, here's another. We call these like hockey puck locks, or puck locks. These are it's a hidden shackle. So you see this, but behind the scenes, there's the shackle, and it moves back and forth with the key. So that's another one. It's called a puck lock. We actually have a video on how to rekey one of those if you want to click the link over here. So, all right. Well, thanks for tuning in again. Hopefully you learned some things there. There's one more thing I want to mention. Most padlocks are 5-pin, but you could also get 6 or 7-pin. So that's another security upgrade you can do. So if you wanted to, I would say, if we're trying to find a padlock, how long of a shackle do you need? How much security do you want in that shackle? What type of metal do you want it made out of? What do you want the body made out of? Do you want rubber covered? Do you want it plastic covered? Do you want it brass? A bunch of varieties. Do you want it rekeyable with a modular lock so you can rekey it? Or do you want one that has an integrated padlock that has a core built into it and you cannot rekey it? So there's a lot of different options. If you have any questions, leave us a comment. We'll respond back to you. And if you have any other ideas for videos, let us know and we'll go ahead and make that video. We appreciate the support as always. Please hit the subscribe button, the like button, follow us on social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We're on all the social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in.